You feel completely prepared walking into the exam room, but then 80% of the questions catch you completely off guard. Frustrating, right? It's not your fault. You've been using study methods that feel productive but don't actually translate to better grades. But here's the mind-blowing part. Japanese students get perfect grades using techniques that take less time, not more. So what's their secret? Your teachers never told you this, but the reason you're getting average grades isn't because you're not working hard enough. It's because you're working on the wrong things. Western students study everything equally, but Japanese students know that grades come from understanding exactly what teachers value, not memorizing entire textbooks. Be honest. How frustrating is it watching someone who studies half as much as you do get twice the grades? This isn't about natural talent. It's about strategy. There's something called grade optimization, and Japanese students have mastered it while you've been grinding through material that barely affects your final score. But what if you could flip this situation completely? Japanese students have been doing it for decades, not by studying more, but by studying strategically for maximum grade impact. You don't need to spend more hours studying. I've already decoded their methods for you. Here are 11 grade hacks Japanese students use to achieve academic dominance with focused effort. Let's break them down one by one. 1. Reading the master's mind. Most students treat every teacher the same way. Japanese students spend the first week of class analyzing their teacher's grading patterns. They track what types of questions appear, which topics get emphasized repeatedly, and what answers earn full points. So how do you become a grade detective? Simple. Look at old assignments, returned tests, and class discussions. Notice what your teacher gets excited about. Do they love specific examples or detailed explanations? Once you decode their preferences, you can tailor every assignment to match what they reward. Western students write what they think is correct. Japanese students write what they know gets A's. 2. The katana principle. Cutting away the waste. Western students try to master everything equally. Japanese students use the 80-20 rule. Identify the 20% of material that determines 80% of your grade, then focus intensively on that portion while doing the bare minimum on everything else. Here's how it works. Analyze your syllabus and identify high-value assignments. Is the final exam worth 40% of your grade? That gets priority. Are homework assignments only worth 10% total? Do them quickly and move on. This isn't about being lazy. It's about being strategic with your limited time and energy. 3. The early voice advantage. Japanese students understand that grades aren't just about test scores. Class participation can boost borderline grades as well, but most students participate randomly. Japanese students participate strategically. The trick is simple. Ask questions about material that will be on the test, contribute with examples that demonstrate deep understanding, and time your participation for maximum visibility. Speak up early in discussions to set the direction, and always connect your comments back to key concepts. This positions you as an engaged student who deserves the benefit of the doubt on borderline grades. 4. The diplomat's art. Deadline negotiation. While Western students accept deadlines as fixed, Japanese students understand that deadlines are often negotiable if approached correctly. They build relationships with teachers and communicate proactively about potential challenges. Here's the key. Never ask for extensions at the last minute. Instead, communicate early about potential conflicts, offer specific alternative dates, and provide legitimate reasons. Teachers are more willing to accommodate students who plan ahead and show responsibility. This isn't about making excuses, it's about creating optimal conditions for your best work. 5. The invisible armor. Strategic absence. Most students either show up to everything or skip randomly. Japanese students know perfect attendance isn't required. Strategic absences preserve energy for high-value days. Here's the truth. Not every class matters equally. Japanese students skip low-stakes review sessions or non-participation days to recover before major exams. They never miss announced quizzes, new material, or high-visibility days. So how do you use this? Simple. Identify which days have zero grade impact, stay visible on important days, and communicate absences professionally when needed. Western students burn out attending everything. Japanese students know strategic invisibility is a weapon. 6. The shadow clone technique. Most students start every assignment from scratch. Japanese students build personal databases of high-scoring answers and proven structures. Here's the genius. If you write a perfect introduction that earns full points, why not save that structure for future essays? Japanese students maintain files of their best work organized by type, essays, lab reports, discussions, then modify and reuse them strategically. So how do you build your arsenal? Save your highest scoring sections after feedback, organize by category, then adapt for new assignments. Western students start from zero every time. Japanese students deploy proven strategies repeatedly. 7. The secret library. Unlocking hidden resources. Japanese students identify and leverage every available resource for maximum grade impact. They leverage study groups, tutoring services, and online resources, using them strategically based on their current grade needs. Popular author Cal Newport shows in his book, How to Become a Straight A Student, that successful students don't work harder. They work smarter by using available resources efficiently. Japanese students ask specific questions, form study groups focused on high-value material, and use online resources to clarify confusing concepts quickly. 8. The golden task rule. Not all tasks are created equal, but most students treat them that way. Japanese students create a point-per-hour calculation for every assignment and focus their best effort on the highest value tasks. How does this work? Here's how. Calculate how much each assignment is worth. Estimate how long it will take to complete well, then rank them by points per hour invested. A major paper worth 20% of your grade deserves more attention than daily homework. This ensures you're always maximizing your grade return on time investment. 9. The Master's Journal. Recording growth daily. Most students only check their grades when their final grades come out. Japanese students monitor their grades constantly and calculate exactly what they need on upcoming assignments to achieve their target grade. This allows them to adjust effort allocation in real time. Create a simple spreadsheet tracking your current grades in each class and what score you need on remaining assignments to get your desired final grade. This prevents unpleasant surprises and helps you focus effort where it's most needed. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to grade management. 10. The Shogun's Treaty. Building teacher alliances early. Most students only approach teachers when desperate. Japanese students build relationships during the first 2 weeks when pressure is low, creating goodwill they cash in later when grades matter. This isn't being a teacher's pet, it's strategic relationship management. Visit office hours early with genuine questions, show interest beyond grades, and let teachers learn your name. Be strategic. When you need flexibility or you're between 2 grades, the teacher that recognizes you will help you more. Here's your action plan. Within 2 weeks of each course, visit office hours once with a prepared question. Western students treat teachers like grading machines. Japanese students treat them like allies worth cultivating. 11. The tea ceremony principle. Strategic energy management. Most students study whenever or cram desperately. Japanese students treat mental energy as finite and schedule highest stakes work during their personal peak performance hours. Here's the secret. Your brain isn't equally effective all day. Japanese students identify their 2 to 3 hour daily focus window, then ruthlessly protect that time for important work, never wasting it on busy work. The implementation is simple. Track your energy for 1 week, notice when you're sharpest, then schedule peak hours for tested material and major papers. Use low energy hours for routine tasks. Western students fight their biology. Japanese students align schedules with natural rhythms. The choice is yours. Think about the last time you achieved something important. Maybe mastering a difficult video game or learning a complex skill. You didn't just work harder randomly. You identified the key mechanics, practiced strategically, and optimized your approach for maximum results. That's exactly how Japanese students approach academics. So here's your choice. Keep grinding through inefficient study methods while watching others succeed with less effort, or start using these Japanese grade optimization techniques today. The top 1% won't just watch this and scroll away. They'll pick one technique and implement it this week. The question is, will you? Now it's your turn. Choose one of these grade hacks and try it with your next assignment. Let me know in the comments which technique transformed your results. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on academic excellence and grade optimization. And remember, always stay boldly curious.